So this is lesson 4 of our FPS game, and we've actually got quite a bit to cover in this lesson. So let's get started. Let's back up and make sure you have everything you should. So on your ground, which I created, so this is the game we're creating, not using anybody's assets yet. Make sure that you know the difference. If you're still using the assets that we created, you better make sure you're not falling through the ground. Also, you may find if you kept all those assets to the side that your game will not publish WebGL version. It's going to have to be PC version. So you may want to create 2 versions. Just create a new scene and create your own ground. You'll still have all your scripts and everything, but this new scene will be a lot less on your memory. So my ground has got a layer called ground, and I added it and typed it in. Add a layer, type in ground, and then choose it. So once you come back, choose ground. Player has got the character controller, so you added a character controller down here, and then you put the player script on, player move script, which I have included. And then we have to drag some stuff in here. So the camera point, which is behind our player, is and is here underneath the player. It's a child of the player. That is getting dragged in here. I'm sorry, there. The character controller is getting dragged down from here to here, there. And then the camera point there. And then the ground checked, which is underneath the player. So make sure when we get there, that our ground check is underneath it. Actually, mine may be a little bit too much underneath. But it's underneath, so it works. So you can fool around with it, but make sure it's underneath the player here. Okay, so then I created a dummy weapon, which we will be replacing. But you can see mine is nothing but a cube, and here's my dimensions. So this is my scale here, and just drag it. So now make sure that when we look at our player, it's going forward, and so is your dummy weapon. And I named it dummy weapon. And as long as we're creating things, let's go ahead and create a wall. So we're going to be hitting some targets. So my wall is 20 by 10 by 1, and just put it in front of your player. Those are my dimensions. And then we're going to have targets. So, and they're children of the wall. So you would right click and create 3D object, and they're a cube. And so my targets are 0.1, 0.25, and 1. So 0.1, 0.25, and 1. And I have them 0.1 down on my wall. I want them right about there. Now, of course, once you create one target, just duplicate the rest and move it over. But do rename them. And we're going to have these new folders, prefabs, and a scene. I already have a scene. Prefabs and materials. And then you're going to go ahead and create a green, a red, and a yellow. I don't matter which way you drag those on. But they'll be targets we're going to shoot at. Okay. Then we're going to create a bullet. And my bullet I made a prefab of it so you really can't see it. Let's I think once I make a prefab, you can't see it. And where is it? So my bullet was 0.02, 0.02 and 0.01. Maybe it's too small to see, but I'm a little shocked I can't see it. Because it should be showing up, but maybe when I did this, it messed it up. But anyway, it's a little capsule. So you'll create it, and it'll be 0.02, 0.02, and 0.01, and it's window, I'm sorry, game object, 3D object, and capsule. It looks like a little thing there. Let me see if I can duplicate it and you can see it. No. Well, let's just create one. So if we made it 0.001, 0.001, is that the right? No, 0.002. And I think 0.01. Is that right? There you go. Is that correct? 0.002, 0.002, 0.01, 0.002, 0.01. Okay, so that's what our bullet would look like. Okay, so you're going to create a bullet. I'm going to delete it because I already have one. Okay. Well, we just saw my bullet. Anyway, so we saw what it looks like. I don't know why we're seeing it now. Let me see if I can open that thing. And it just still doesn't show it. Anyway, so you saw the one I had. Okay, so those are the things we created, and notice the bullet is not part of the wall, and the player is by itself. Okay, now we're going to have some scripts, which I'm going to be putting up. And let's go through those. So for our dummy weapon, we're going to create underneath it an empty. Create empty, and you're going to name it bullet spawn right there. Bullet spawn. I'm going to be using this in the script. Okay. On our bullet, we are going to put a rigid body, and we're going to make these changes. 0.03. I think these are the same. We're going to interpolate. Continuous dynamic. There. And then we're going to create a script and put it on it. And then you're also going to create, and let's go through this. Let's look at the scripts first. So we're going to have a bullet script, which I'm going to put up there. Okay. We're going to have a weapon script, which I'm going to put up there also. And you can see we're going to have like a prefab bullet that will instantiate when we want to shoot it. It's going to spawn the bullet when we want it. It's going to have a certain velocity, and it's going to last for only so long before it destroys itself, because we don't want it to keep going. So we'll go through some of this later. But when we push down the key button, space button, it's going to shoot. Or actually, our left mouse button is going to shoot. Okay, so that's the bullet script. Everything else we have. Player move, I don't think changes, does it? I don't think I added to the player move. Player move is still the same. Okay, so you're going to take this bullet, and the reason mine's blue, because I could actually get rid of it. but I'm not going to because I wanted to show you. And you're going to create a folder called prefabs, and you're going to drag it in. Before you do, I want you to create the rigid body on it. I want you to put the script on it, and then when you drag it down here, I want you to add a trail renderer. So you're going to go down here, add component, and you're going to type in trail. It'll come up. And I actually don't want this high. Yeah. So I'm going to probably move this down a little. Okay. And then we're going to create a element, a material called bullet trail. And when you create that material, if you look up here, you can see we're going to choose particles. Why didn't I see that? Oh, particles. So you can see from my bullet trail, I chose particles, standard unit. Particles, and then I chose standard unit. And what else did I do? I made it red. So my emission and everything is red there. So particle standard unit and red. And when we go to our bullet prefab, when you create that trail renderer, you are going to click here and get that bullet trail. You're going to click on it and get it right there. So we want that to be our trail when we're shooting. So the dummy weapon is going to have the weapon script on it. Our dummy weapon here is going to have the weapon script on it. You are then going to get your bullet spawn, which you create. I want that bullet spawn to be right at the edge of your gun. So when you create that empty under here, you're going to make sure that bullet spawns at the edge of the gun. You are going to drag the bullet spawn in here. You are going to drag the bullet in there. And I really haven't fooled around with this too much, but you can, 3 seconds it's going to destroy itself, so that should work. And you can delete this bullet after you make it a prefab. I just wanted to have it up there so you can see it. But once it's prefab, it's going to instantiate. So a lot of stuff we're covering. Let's give it a try. Let's get a little bit closer. And we're going to go to the console because actually it's going to give us a notice when we hit something. And you can see right down here, I hit the green target. I hit the yellow target. Hit the red target. So it's actually, that was part of our script showing us that it was going, when it hit, it was going to generate a print. It's going to print it in the console, like debug.log. So it lets us know when we hit something. Okay, a lot of stuff to cover. Take your time with it. Make sure you save a lot of scenes. So if you look at my scenes, this is weapon target hit. So I got scenes for everything I do. So I had a weapon when I just weapon, then I had a weapon bullet, then I had a weapon when I create the target, and then weapon target hit. Took me a little while to get this thing to work right, but it's working now. So take your time with it, save scenes, back up your project. Remember, these are all children of the player. But the wall is not a child of the player, but these 3 targets are a child of the wall. There's nothing on those, though. Nothing on those for scripts. The bullet is getting dragged down into the prefabs, but before you do, give it a rigid body. Make these changes. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Interpolate, continuous dynamic, and freeze the rotation on it. Okay, so you're going to put a rigid body, make these changes. The mass is only 0.03. And then you're going to put the script on it, the bullet script, drag it on, get the bullet script on there. And then either before you drag it down there or after you get it down here, add that trail renderer, move this down a little bit, give it the red color, and then you're going to choose that bullet trail that we had inside there. And that should be it. The scripts will all be up there. Take your time with it, and when we're done, we will be shooting and hitting things. And when we go down there, we'll see them. All right, take your time, and we'll be adding some other stuff to it soon.